I'm in my Albany kitchen, the late afternoon sun slanting through the window like a golden knife, stirring a pot of marinara sauce on the stove. The air's thick with the scent of garlic and fresh basil, the kind of smell that always takes me back to summers with Tom, chopping vegetables on the back porch while the kids ran wild in the yard. It's a Thursday in early spring, the kind where the air's still crisp but you can feel the world waking up, and I'm lost in thought, planning a little something special for Ben's wedding rehearsal dinner. Ben's my only son, 26 now, a sharp lawyer in Manhattan with that same crooked smile his dad had, and is getting married in 2 weeks to Sophia, this lovely girl he met at NYU. I've only seen her a handful of times, quick coffee dates or tense family holidays, but she's got a spark, a quiet fire in her eyes that reminds me of myself at that age. I'm imagining a light menu for the rehearsal: grilled lemon herb chicken, a caprese salad with tomatoes from my garden, maybe that tiramisu Tom and I used to make for special occasions. The sauce bubbles softly, and I taste it, adding a pinch of salt, smiling at the memory of Ben as a kid, sneaking bites and declaring it the best in the world. My phone buzzes on the counter, jolting me from the daydream. It's Ben's name lighting up the screen, and my heart does that little flip it always does when he calls. He's been busy with wedding stuff, venue bookings, tux fittings, all that chaos, and our talks have been short, but I figure he's calling to ask about the menu or maybe to see if I've picked out a dress for the big day. I wipe my hands on my apron, the one with the faded kiss the cook print Tom got me for our anniversary, and answer with a cheerful, "Hey, sweetie, what's up? Need Mom's advice on the cake flavors?" There's a pause on the line, the kind that hangs heavy, like the air before a storm. Ben's voice comes through, tight and clipped, not the warm tone I'm used to. "Mom," he says, and I can hear the hesitation, the way he's choosing his words like they're grenades. "Sophia and we don't want you at the wedding. It's too much drama with you and Dad. We're keeping it small, just close family and friends, and it's easier this way." The words land like a slap, cold and sharp, knocking the breath right out of me. The ladle slips from my hand, clattering into the pot, sauce splattering across the stove. My heart stutters, then hammers, a roar in my ears that drowns out the gentle bubble of the marinara. "What?" I manage, my voice a whisper, barely above the hum of the fridge. "Ben, what did you say?" He sighs, that long, weary exhale that makes him sound older than his years, like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. "It's just the divorce, Mom. You and Dad can't be in the same room without it turning into World War III. Sophia's family's already a lot, they're flying in from Texas, and she doesn't want any tension. I don't want it either. It's my wedding, and I just want it to be perfect." Perfect. The word echoes, twisting in my gut like a knife. Perfect for him means cutting me out, the mom who raised him, who bandaged his scraped knees, who cheered at every soccer game, who stayed up nights helping with law school essays. I think of the wedding invite, elegant gold script on cream cardstock, sitting on my fridge door like a promise. Ben and Sophia, together forever, the Plaza Hotel, New York City. I'd pinned it there with a magnet from our family trip to Niagara Falls, dreaming of walking Ben down the aisle, of toasting Sophia as my new daughter-in-law, of dancing with him to Sweet Caroline, our song. "Ben," I say, my voice cracking now, tears welling up hot and fast, "what did I do? Tell me, and I'll fix it. I won't say a word to your dad. I'll sit in the back, I'll be quiet, He cuts me off, his tone firm but laced with guilt. "It's not about fixing it, Mom. It's about avoiding it." Sophia's adamant, and I agree. "Please, just stay home. We'll do something after, okay? A lunch or something. Stay home." The words hang there, final as a slammed door. I open my mouth to beg, to remind him of the nights I cried alone after Robert left, of how I put him first through the mess of the divorce, but nothing comes out. The line goes silent, and then he's gone. The call ended with a soft click that feels like the end of everything. I stand there, frozen, the sauce boiling over now, hissing on the burner like it's mocking me. My hands tremble as I turn off the stove, the kitchen filling with the acrid smell of burned tomatoes. The tears come then, hot and unstoppable, spilling down my cheeks as I sink to the floor, my back against the cabinets. How did we get here? Ben was my baby, the one who'd crawl into my lap after school, whispering secrets about his crushes or his dreams of being a lawyer like his uncle. After the divorce 5 years ago, when Robert admitted to the affair, the one with his 28-year-old assistant that shattered our 28-year marriage, Ben took it hard. He was 21, in college, and he blamed me, saying I pushed Dad away with my nagging about his long hours. I let him, swallowing the hurt because that's what moms do, we absorb the pain so our kids don't have to. I went to therapy, started my philanthropy work under the pseudonym Elena Rossi, pouring my heart into helping underprivileged kids with scholarships and culinary programs, finding purpose in the giving. Ben and I mended slowly, phone calls, visits, him apologizing last Christmas for taking Dad's side. I thought we were okay, that the wedding would be our fresh start, a chance to show him I was still his mom, still family. But now, excluded. Not invited. Stay out. The words loop in my head, each one a fresh cut. I crawl to my feet, wiping my face with the apron, and stumble to the fridge, staring at that invite. The Plaza Hotel, fancy, grand, the kind of place Robert would have loved to show off at. Sophia's family is big, traditional, from Texas, and I've tried to connect with her, sending care packages of my homemade jams, offering to help with recipes since she's a chef. She's always been polite, but distant, like there's a wall Ben put up between us. Is this her idea, or his? Does she even know me, the mom who'd do anything for her son? I grab the invite, the paper crisp under my fingers, and tear it down, the magnet clattering to the floor. No. I won't let this be the end. Ben's my son, my blood, and I'm not staying out of his wedding. Not without a fight. I head to my office, the room Tom and I turned into a sanctuary after the divorce, bookshelves lined with cookbooks, a desk piled with files from my Elena Rossi Foundation. The foundation's my secret life, the one I keep from the family to avoid drama or pity. After Robert left, I took the settlement money, half the house, alimony, and invested it in helping others, anonymously funding scholarships for kids like Ben was, bright but struggling. Culinary programs, too, since cooking saved me. I pull out the file cabinet, my hands still shaking, and flip through the scholarship recipients from 2016. Names blur: Maria Gonzalez, Jamal Washington, until I land on it, Sophia Martinez. Full ride to NYU, Culinary Arts Program, funded by Elena Rossi. My breath catches, the room tilting. Sophia. Ben's Sophia? I scan the details, orphaned young, from a small Texas town, passionate about food, her essay about how cooking kept her family together after loss. I remember reading it, moved to tears, approving the full scholarship without a second thought. She wrote thank you letters to Elena Rossi, gushing about the opportunity, but I never responded, kept it anonymous, like always. Sophia's the girl I helped, the one whose dreams I funded, and now she's marrying my son and is telling me to stay away? I sink into my chair, the file open on my lap, 1,000 thoughts crashing like waves. Did she know? No, the foundation's strict about anonymity. But this changes everything. I've got a connection to her, a debt of gratitude she owes Elena Rossi, and if I play it right, I can get through the door Ben slammed in my face. My heart races, not with hurt now, but with a spark of something fierce resolve. Ben thinks he can exclude me, protect his perfect day from the drama of the divorce, but he doesn't know who I am, not really. I'm not just the mom who burned the sauce or nagged about bedtime. I'm Eleanor Matthews, the woman who rebuilt after Robert's betrayal, who gives without taking credit, who loves her son enough to fight for him. I grab my phone, dialing Clara, my right hand at the foundation, the only one besides my lawyer who knows the full truth. Clara, I say when she answers, my voice steadier now, it's Eleanor. I need everything on Sophia Martinez, the scholarship girl from 2016. Letters, essays, anything. Clara pauses, her voice warm but concerned. Ellie, what's going on? You sound off. I take a breath, the words tumbling out, the call from Ben, the exclusion, the wedding at the plaza. She gasps. That's Sophia? Ben's fiancée? Oh, honey, that's a gut punch. But this connection, it's gold. She doesn't know it's you, right? I shake my head, even though she can't see. No. But I'm going to that wedding, Clara. Sophia's going to invite me herself. Clara chuckles, low and knowing. You're Elena Rossi to her, the mystery benefactor. Play that card, and Ben won't have a say. We talk for an hour, her pulling files, me mapping a plan, reach out as Elena, hint at attending, let Sophia connect the dots. By the time I hang up, the sauce is cold, but I'm on fire inside. I spend the evening pacing the house, flashbacks hitting like waves. The divorce was hell, Robert's affair exposed in court, Ben's tears at the table, Lisa's quiet anger. I fought for custody, for the house, for some semblance of normal, but Ben clung to his dad, the fun one, the one who promised trips and toys. I let him go, thinking time would heal, but now he's using it as an excuse to shut me out. Sophia's essay haunts me. Cooking is my family, my anchor after loss. I funded that dream, gave her the tools to become a chef, and Ben's fiancée is helping him erase me? No. I'm not the villain in this story. I'm the mom who survived, who gives back, who loves fiercely. The plaza's guest list is locked, but Elena Ross's name will open doors Ben can't close. As night falls, I sit on the porch, the stars sharp overhead, Tom's old rocking chair creaking under me. I think of him, how he'd wrap his arms around me after a bad day, whispering, "You're stronger than they know, Ellie." He'd be furious at Ben, but proud of me for fighting. I pull out my laptop, drafting an email as Elena Rossi to Sophia, congratulations on the wedding, a hint about attending as a supporter of her journey. Clara will send it from the foundation. My hands are steady now, the hurt sharpening into determination. Ben told me to stay out, but he doesn't know the door I'm about to knock on. Sophia's going to see my name on that guest list, and everything's about to change. I'm Eleanor Matthews, and I'm crashing my son's wedding on my terms. I'm slumped at my kitchen table in Albany, the cold pot of burned marinara sauce sitting like a silent accusation on the stove, Ben's words, "Mom, we don't want you at the wedding," cutting through me like a jagged blade. The call from last night replays in my head, his voice tight, saying it's easier without me to avoid drama with his dad, my ex-husband Robert, who tore our family apart with his affair 5 years ago. The wedding invite, once pinned proudly on my fridge, lies crumpled on the counter, its gold script mocking me. Ben and Sophia, together forever, the Plaza Hotel. My only son, 26, a lawyer with his dad's crooked smile, is shutting me out of his big day, and I'm drowning in the hurt, my hands still trembling from the shock. But that folder from my Elena Rossi Foundation, open on the table, holds a lifeline. Sophia Martinez, Ben's fiancée, was a recipient of my scholarship, a full ride to NYU, funded by me, the anonymous philanthropist no one in my family knows about. My tears dry as a spark of defiance ignites. I'm Eleanor Matthews, and if Ben thinks he can erase me, he's about to learn who his mom really is. The kitchen's dark now, the sun long gone, leaving only the hum of the fridge and the faint glow of my laptop screen. I'm staring at the file on Sophia Martinez, her name in bold on the 2016 scholarship list, her essay clipped to the page. I pull it out, the paper crinkling under my fingers, and read her words again. Cooking is my family, my anchor after loss. This scholarship is my chance to honor that, to become a chef who brings people together. She was 18, an orphan from a small Texas town, raised by a grandmother who taught her to cook tamales and migas. Her passion for food, her grit, moved me back then, enough to approve the full ride without hesitation. I never met her, never connected the dots when Ben brought her home for Christmas 2 years ago, her smile polite but guarded, like she was sizing me up. Now she's marrying my son, and he's siding with her to keep me away. My chest tightens, a mix of betrayal and curiosity. Does she know I'm Elena Rossi, the one who gave her that chance? Or is this all Ben, still nursing grudges from the divorce? I push the folder aside and grab my phone, scrolling through old texts from Ben. There's one from last month. Mom, Sophia's swamped with chef stuff, but we'll visit soon. I'd sent her a jar of my homemade blackberry jam, thinking it'd be a sweet gesture for a chef, but got a curt thanks in reply. I thought it was just her being busy, not a sign she'd agree to cut me out. The divorce was Hal Roberts' affair with his assistant, Claire, exposed in court, Ben caught in the middle at 21, blaming me for driving Dad away with my complaints about his late nights. I swallowed that blame, let him lean on Robert, thinking he'd come around. We did slowly, with calls, dinners, him apologizing last year for taking sides. But now this. Excluding me from his wedding at the Plaza, a place I dreamed of seeing him marry, feels like his chosen Robert's narrative over mine again. I pace the kitchen, the linoleum cool under my bare feet, my mind racing. The Elena Rossi Foundation was my lifeline after the divorce. When Robert left, taking half our savings and our family's stability, I took my share of the settlement $500,000 from the house and poured it into something good. Under the pseudonym Elena Rossi, I funded scholarships, culinary programs, community kitchens, helping kids like Sophia chase dreams I never had. I kept it secret, not wanting pity or praise, especially from my family, who still saw me as Eleanor, the mom who cooks. Ben doesn't know, Lisa doesn't know, and Robert sure as hell doesn't know. But Sophia, she wrote thank you letters to Elena Rossi, gushing about her culinary arts degree, her internships at top restaurants. I dig through the folder, finding one. Dear Ms. Rossi, your generosity changed my life. I'm training to be a chef, and I'll make you proud. My jaw clenches. She owes me, even if she doesn't know my face. I call Clara, my best friend and the foundation's manager, who's been with me since we were kids sneaking cookies from her mom's bakery. Clara, I say when she picks up, my voice shaky but firm, Sophia Martinez, Ben's fiancée, she was one of our scholarship kids, right? Clara's voice is warm but cautious. Ellie, you okay? You sound like you're about to start a war. I laugh, bitter, and spill everything: Ben's call, the wedding exclusion, the drama excuse. He told me to stay out, Clara. My own son. But Sophia's one of ours. Did she know it was me? Clara rustles papers, her keyboard clicking. Nope, all anonymous. She sent letters to Elena Rossi. No clue you're Ben's mom. Hang on, I'm pulling her file. I wait, my heart pounding as she reads. Sophia Martinez, full ride to NYU, 2016. Graduated top of her class, now a sous chef at Le Bernardin. 3 letters to you, well, to Elena, thanking you for everything. Want me to email them? Yes, I say, my mind spinning. And anything else, her application, her background, everything. Clara pauses. Ellie, what are you planning? You gonna crash the wedding? I lean against the counter, staring at the crumpled invite. Not crash. I want Sophia to invite me. She owes me, Clara, even if she doesn't know it yet. Clara chuckles, low and approving. You're playing with fire, but I love it. I'll send the files. What's next? I think of the plaza, the guest list locked tight, Ben's voice saying easier this way. I need to get to Sophia, I say. Make her see Elena Ross is coming, see if she bites. Clara agrees to dig deeper, promising to call tomorrow with more. I spend the night poring over Sophia's file, sent by Clara at midnight. Her essays raw, honest, losing her parents young, cooking with her abuela, dreaming of a restaurant of her own. I see myself in her, the way I turned to cooking after Robert left, making marinara to feel whole again. But I also see Ben's influence, his texts mentioning Sophia's stress, her family's big expectations. Is she pushing him to exclude me, or is it his call, still tangled in the divorce's fallout? I pull out old photos from the box under my desk, Ben at 5, sauce on his cheeks, laughing as I taught him to roll dough, Ben at 18, graduating high school, me cheering louder than anyone. The divorce hurt him, no question. Robert's charm, his promises of we'll be fine, pulling Ben to his side. I let it happen, thinking love would win him back, but now he's choosing a wedding without me. By morning, I'm exhausted but focused, coffee strong enough to wake the dead. Clara calls with more. Sophia's working at Le Bernardin, but she's also part of our culinary mentorship program, your program, Ellie. She's got a mentor, Marco, who knows you as Elena Rossi. Marco. My heart leaps. Marco's the director of my Culinary Institute, another arm of my foundation, training young chefs like Sophia. Can you get Marco to reach out? I ask. Drop Elena Ross's name, say she's interested in the wedding. Clara's voice lights up. Oh, that's good. Sophia's ambitious, she'll jump at a big name like Elena Rossi. I'll set it up. I hang up, my hands steady now. The hurt's still there, raw and deep, but it's fuel. Ben thinks he can keep me out, but Sophia's my way in. She doesn't know I'm his mom, but she knows Elena Rossi, and that's enough. I draft a letter as Elena Rossi, congratulating Sophia on her wedding, hinting I'd love to attend as a supporter of her journey. I revise it 10 times, making it warm but professional, the kind of note that'd make a young chef's heart race. Clara will send it through the foundation, official letterhead and all. I picture Sophia reading it, her eyes widening, maybe telling Ben, Elena Rossi wants to come. Ben won't know what hit him. I'm not just his mom, the one he thinks causes drama. I'm Eleanor Matthews, the woman who funded Sophia's dreams, who rebuilt after betrayal, who loves her son enough to fight for her place. The Plaza's guest list is about to get a new name, and when Sophia sees it, everything changes. I'm not staying out, not now, not ever. I'm sitting at a wobbly table in the corner of the Daily Grind, a small Albany cafe where the air smells like roasted coffee beans and fresh pastries, the kind of place where nobody notices you if you keep your head down. My hands are wrapped around a chipped ceramic mug, the coffee inside long gone cold, as I wait for Clara, my best friend and the manager of my Elena Rossi Foundation. The sting of Ben's call 2 days ago, Mom, we don't want you at the wedding. It's too much drama with you, and Dad is still raw, like a bruise I can't stop pressing. My son, 26, a lawyer in Manhattan with his father's crooked smile, thinks he can cut me out of his big day at the Plaza Hotel, blaming the fallout from my divorce with Robert, who cheated and left us 5 years ago. I've spent 48 hours reeling, but the discovery that Sofia Martinez, Ben's fiancée, was a recipient of my foundation scholarship, a full ride to NYU's culinary arts program, funded by me, the anonymous Elena Rossi, has lit a fire in me. I'm clutching a folder with her file, her essay about cooking through loss, her thank you letters to Ms. Rossi, and I'm ready to fight. Clara's my wingwoman, and today, we're planning how to get me into that wedding. I'm Eleanor Matthews, and nobody, not even my own son, gets to erase me from his life without a fight. The cafe door jingles, and Clara strides in, her silver hoop earrings catching the dim light, her no-nonsense energy cutting through the morning chatter. She slides into the chair across from me, her dark eyes scanning my face. "Ellie, you look like hell," she says, pushing a fresh coffee toward me, the steam curling up like a lifeline. I laugh, but it's brittle, my fingers tightening around the mug. "Yeah, well, getting disinvited from your kid's wedding will do that," I say, my voice low to keep the nearby baristas from eavesdropping. I spill everything, the call from Ben, his easier this way excuse, the shock of finding Sofia's name in my foundation's files. She was one of our scholarship kids, Clara. Full ride to NYU, 2016. She wrote letters to Elena Rossi, thanking me for changing her life. And now she's marrying Ben, and is telling me to stay away. My voice cracks, the hurt spilling out despite my effort to keep it together. Clara leans forward, her elbows on the table, her eyes sharp with that mix of compassion and cunning I've relied on since we were kids sneaking cookies from her mom's bakery. "So, Sofia's one of yours, and she doesn't even know you're Ben's mom? That's a plot twist for the ages." She pulls out her laptop, opening the foundation's database, her fingers flying over the keys. "Let's see what we've got on her." I pass her the folder, Sofia's essay on top, her words haunting me. "Cooking is my family, my anchor after loss. This scholarship is my chance to honor that." She was 18, orphaned young, raised by her abuela in a small Texas town, cooking tamales to keep their bond alive. I'd approved her scholarship myself, moved by her story, never dreaming she'd end up engaged to my son. Clara scans the file, nodding. 3 thank you letters, all gushing about MS Rossi. She's at Le Bernardin now, sous chef, climbing fast. Ambitious as hell. "You've got leverage, Ellie." I sip the new coffee, the warmth doing little to ease the ache in my chest. Leverage is one thing, but Ben's made it clear, guest lists locked, no drama allowed. Crashing's not an option. I'd look like the crazy ex-wife Robert always painted me as. My ex-husband's face flashes in my mind, his charming grin, the lies about late meetings that hid his affair with Claire, his 28-year-old assistant. The divorce was a war, splitting our savings, our house, our family. Ben, at 21, took it hard, blaming me for nagging Robert into leaving, believing his dad's sob story over my truth. I fought to keep him close, swallowing his anger, thinking our weekly calls and holiday dinners had healed the rift. But now, excluding me from his wedding at the plaza, it's like he's chosen Robert's narrative all over again, and Sofia's complicity, whether she knows it or not, cuts just as deep. Clara's eyes soften, but her voice is firm. "You don't crash, Ellie. You get Sofia to invite you. She owes you big time. Those letters. She's practically worshipping Elena Rossi. If she knows you're coming, she'll roll out the red carpet." I nod, the idea taking shape. But how do I get to her without Ben shutting it down? He's stubborn, Clara, and if he thinks I'm stirring up trouble, he'll dig in. She grins, tapping her laptop. We use your secret weapon, Marco. Sophia's in your culinary mentorship program at the Institute. Marco's her mentor, and he knows you as Elena Rossi. Get him to drop your name, say you're interested in the wedding. If she bites, you're on the guest list. My heart leaps. Marco's the director of my Culinary Institute, another arm of my foundation, training young chefs like Sophia. He's loyal, discreet, and he knows how to play the game. I pull out my phone, dialing Marco, my hands trembling with a mix of nerves and excitement. Marco, it's Elena Rossi, I say, catching myself. The cafe's noise fades as I focus. Sophia Martinez, one of our mentees, she's marrying my son, Ben. His, excluded me from the wedding, says it's to avoid drama with my ex. Can you reach out to her, mention Elena Rossi's interested in attending, see how she reacts? Marco's deep laugh rumbles through the phone. Eleanor, that's a hell of a twist. Sophia's a star here, talks about MS Rossi like you're her guardian angel. I'll call her, play it like a casual congrats, drop that you might show up. She'll lose her mind. I exhale, relief flooding me. Keep it subtle, Marco. I don't want Ben tipped off. He agrees, promising to report back by evening. I hang up, my pulse racing, and Clara's already drafting a letter on her laptop, her fingers a blur. We need to back this up with something official, she says. An email from Elena Rossi, congratulating Sophia, hinting you'll be at the wedding. Make it warm, personal, she'll eat it up. We spend an hour crafting it. Dear Sophia, your journey as a chef inspires me. As a supporter of your dreams, I'd be honored to celebrate your wedding. I revise it, tweaking words, imagining Sophia's face as she reads it. Add a gift, Clara suggests. Something big, a mentorship session with a top chef, maybe Daniel Boulud. She's ambitious, she'll jump at it. I nod, my mind spinning with possibilities. Sophia's a career-driven chef at Le Bernardin, a rising star. A nod from Elena Rossi could open doors, and if she wants me there, Ben can't say no. We break for lunch, the cafe's BLT sandwiches greasy but comforting, and I let myself spill more to Clara. The divorce comes up, unbidden, Robert's betrayal, the late nights he blamed on work, the day I found Claire's lipstick in his car. Ben was in college, caught in the middle, and when Robert spun a story about me pushing him away, Ben bought it, his anger aimed at me. I rebuilt, pouring my heart into the foundation, funding kids like Sophia to chase dreams I never had. Cooking saved me marinaras, lasagnas, recipes Tom and I perfected, but Ben doesn't see that Eleanor, only the mom he thinks causes drama. He's wrong, Clara says, her voice fierce. You're his mom, Ellie. You funded Sophia's whole career. They don't get to write you out. I swallow hard, her words a lifeline. I just want to be there, Clara. To see him happy, to meet Sophia as family. Back home, I pace my kitchen, the burned marinara pan still on the stove, a reminder of the night Ben's call shattered me. I pull out old photos, Ben at 5, sauce on his cheeks, giggling as I taught him to roll dough, Ben at 18, graduating high school, me cheering louder than anyone. The hurt's raw, but there's anger too, fueling my plan. I call Lisa, my daughter, who's teaching in Boston. Lise, I say, Ben's keeping me from his wedding. Did he tell you? She sighs, her voice soft. He mentioned Dad, said it'd be tense. I told him it's unfair, Mom, but he's set on it. I clench my jaw. I'm fixing this. Don't tell him. She agrees, promising to be there. I spend the evening revising the letter again, perfecting every word, picturing Sophia's reaction. Marco texts at 9 p.m, called Sophia. She's thrilled Elena Ross is interested, asked for your email. Game on. My heart leaps. I sit on the porch, Tom's rocking chair creaking, the stars bright above. The plaza's image fills my mind, chandeliers, gold-trimmed tables, Ben in a tux. I was supposed to toast him, dance with him to Sweet Caroline. Now I'm fighting for a seat. The letter's ready, Clara sending it tomorrow on foundation letterhead. Sophia's my way in, and Ben won't see it coming. I'm Eleanor Matthews, the woman who funded her dreams, who loves her son enough to fight. When she sees my name on that guest list, the game changes, and I'm walking into that wedding with my head high. I'm standing outside the Plaza Hotel in New York City, the spring air crisp against my skin, my black velvet dress clinging elegantly to my frame as I clutch a small purse containing the folder that holds my secret, proof that I'm Elena Rossi, the philanthropist who funded Sophia Martinez's NYU scholarship. Ben's call from 2 weeks ago, Mom, we don't want you at the wedding. It's too much drama with you, and Dad still stabs like a fresh wound, his voice cold, blaming the fallout from my divorce with Robert, who cheated and shattered our family 5 years ago. But I'm not staying away. Marco, my Culinary Institute director, called Sophia, dropping that Elena Rossi wanted to attend, and she insisted I be added to the guest list, unaware I'm Ben's mom. My heart pounds as I step toward the grand entrance, chandeliers glinting through the glass doors, the weight of my plan heavy but thrilling. I'm Eleanor Matthews, and tonight, I'm walking into my son's wedding to reclaim my place, no matter what Ben thinks. The plaza's lobby is a vision of opulence, marble floors, gold accents, the hum of wedding guests in tailored suits and shimmering gowns. I adjust my shawl, my heels clicking as I head toward the grand ballroom, where Ben and Sophia's ceremony is set to start in an hour. The folder in my purse feels like a ticking bomb, Sophia's scholarship records, her thank you letters to Ms. Rossi, proof that I'm the one who gave her the chance to become a chef at Le Bernardin. Clara, my foundation manager, texted this morning, Sophia's over the moon about Elena Rossi coming. Ben's pissed, but she's the bride. I smile, nerves tingling. Ben tried to keep me out, but Sophia's gratitude is my ticket in. I check my reflection in a gilded mirror, dark hair swept up, eyes sharp with resolve. I'm not just the mom he pushed away, I'm the woman who shaped his fiancé's dreams. I reach the ballroom's entrance, where a young woman in a black suit checks the guest list. Name, she asks, her tablet glowing. I take a breath. Elena Rossi. Her eyes widen, and she nods quickly, checking me off. Ms. Rossi, welcome. Ms. Martinez specifically asked for you. My chest tightens, Sophia's expecting her benefactor, not her future mother-in-law. I step inside, the room breathtaking, white roses cascading over tables, crystal chandeliers casting soft light, a string quartet playing Vivaldi. Guests mingle, sipping champagne, and I spot my daughter Lisa near the front, her red hair bright in a green dress. She waves, her smile warm but nervous. She knows my plan and promised to back me up. I scan for Ben, my heart aching for my boy, but he's nowhere yet. Robert's here, though, at a side table with Claire, his younger wife, both dressed like they're auditioning for a magazine cover. I avoid his gaze, my stomach churning at the thought of his smugness. Then I see Sophia, radiant in a lace gown, her dark hair pinned with pearls, greeting guests near the altar. She's laughing, her Texas accent warm, but there's a tension in her posture, like she's carrying the weight of the day. I approach slowly, my heart hammering, the folder heavy in my purse. Before I can reach her, Ben appears, striding through the crowd in a sharp tux, his face stormy. He spots me, his jaw tightening, and cuts through the guests like a man on a mission. "Mom," he hisses, grabbing my arm, his voice low but furious. "What are you doing here? I told you to stay out." The words sting, but I stand tall, my voice calm. "Ben, I'm here as a guest. Sophia invited me." His eyes narrow, confusion mixing with anger. "What?" "No, she invited some philanthropist, Elena Rossi." "Why are you?" Sophia turns, hearing her name, and her eyes lock on me. She freezes, her smile faltering, then brightening as she steps closer. "Ms. Rossi," she says, her voice a mix of awe and uncertainty. "You're Elena Rossi. I'm so honored you came." The moment hangs, heavy and electric, as Ben's grip on my arm tightens. I take a breath, pulling the folder from my purse, my hand steady despite the storm inside. "Sophia," I say, my voice clear, "I'm not just Elena Rossi. I'm Eleanor Matthews, Ben's mother." Her face pales, her eyes darting between me and Ben, the realization hitting like a wave. "You're his mom," she whispers, her hand clutching her bouquet. I nod, opening the folder, showing her the scholarship records, her thank you letters. "I funded your NYU degree. Your mentorship at my culinary institute. You wrote to me, not knowing I was Ben's mom." Sophia's eyes fill with tears, her breath catching as she scans the papers. "You're the one who changed my life," she says, her voice trembling. "I didn't know." Ben never said. She turns to him, her expression shifting to anger. "Ben, why didn't you tell me? You said your mom would cause drama." Ben's face reddens, his voice rising. "She does. Her and Dad, they can't be in the same room. I just wanted one day without fighting." I step closer, my voice firm but soft. "Ben, I've never caused drama. Your father's choices did. I'm here because I love you, and because Sophia deserves to know who helped her get here." Sophia's hand touches my arm, her eyes fierce. "She's staying, Ben. She's my guest. You don't get to decide this." The room's buzzing now, guests whispering, Robert and Claire watching from their table, his face a mix of shock and irritation. Lisa approaches, her arm around me, whispering, "You've got this, Mom." Sophia hands the folder back, her voice steady. "Ms. Rossi, Eleanor, I want you here. Your family." Ben opens his mouth to argue, but Sophia's glare silences him. "We'll talk later," she says to him, then turns to me, her smile genuine. "Please, take a seat." I nod, my heart swelling, and follow her to a front row chair, the folder tucked away. Ben storms off, his shoulders tense, but I'm here, in the wedding he tried to keep me from. The quartet plays on, the ceremony moments away, and I'm Eleanor Matthews, not just a mom but a force. Sophia's seen my name, and everything's changed. I'm not going anywhere. I'm seated in the front row of the Plaza Hotel's grand ballroom, the scent of white roses and candle wax heavy in the air, my black velvet dress smooth against the plush chair as the string quartet plays a soft rendition of Pachelbel's canon. The ceremony's just ended, Ben and Sophia now husband and wife, their vows echoing with promises of love and loyalty that still sting after Ben's call 2 weeks ago. "Mom, we don't want you at the wedding. It's too much drama with you and Dad." My son, 26, a lawyer with his father's crooked smile, tried to cut me out, blaming the fallout from my divorce with Robert, who cheated 5 years ago. But I'm here, thanks to Sophia, who insisted I stay after I revealed I'm Elena Rossi, the philanthropist who funded her NYU scholarship and culinary mentorship. The folder in my purse, her thank you letters, scholarship records, sits like a trophy of my victory. Sophia's eyes, wet with gratitude during our confrontation, promised me a place, but Ben's anger lingers, his jaw tight as he kissed her at the altar. The reception's starting, and I'm Eleanor Matthews, ready to close this chapter with the truth, reclaim my son, and show everyone who I really am. The ballroom transforms for the reception, tables draped in gold-trimmed linens, chandeliers casting a warm glow over guests sipping champagne. I spot Lisa, my daughter, weaving through the crowd, her green dress vibrant as she hugs me. "Mom, you did it," she whispers, her red hair catching the light. "You're here, and Sophia's on your side." I squeeze her hand, grateful for her support, but my eyes are on Ben, standing with Sophia near the head table, his smile forced as he greets guests. Robert's at the back with Claire, his younger wife, their laughter grating. I avoid them, my focus on Sophia, who's radiant in her lace gown, her dark hair pinned with pearls. I think of her backstory, pieced together from her scholarship essay and Clara's research, a story that mirrors my own resilience. Sophia grew up in Laredo, Texas, a border town where the sun baked the streets and opportunities were scarce. Orphaned at 6 after a car accident took her parents, she was raised by her abuela, Rosa, a tough woman who ran a small taqueria to make ends meet. Rosa taught Sophia to cook tamales wrapped in corn husks, migas sizzling with peppers, recipes that held their fractured family together. By 12, Sophia was working the taqueria's counter, her small hands kneading masa, her dreams bigger than the dusty town. School was a struggle, underfunded, crowded, but she excelled, her teachers noting her grit. At 16, Rosa's heart gave out, leaving Sophia alone, bouncing between foster homes. Cooking became her anchor, each dish a memory of Rosa's love. She applied to NYU's culinary arts program, her essay raw and honest, earning my foundation scholarship. My money, Elena Ross's money, gave her a dorm, books, a shot at Le Bernardin, where she's now a sous chef, her talent turning heads. Her thank you letters to me, written in careful script, spoke of gratitude and ambition, unaware I'd one day be her mother-in-law. Sophia catches my eye now, breaking away from Ben to approach me, her gown rustling. "Eleanor," she says, her Texas accent soft but firm, "can we talk?" I nod, following her to a quiet corner near the dance floor, my heart pounding. Her eyes are serious, a mix of gratitude and confusion. "Why didn't you tell me you were Elena Rossi? That you're the one who paid for my degree, my mentorship?" I take a breath, the folder in my purse heavy with truth. I kept it anonymous to avoid attention. After my divorce, I wanted to give back quietly, help kids like you without the spotlight. I didn't know you were Ben's fiancé until he excluded me. Her face softens, but there's anger there too, aimed at Ben. "He never told me about you, not really. Just said you and his dad don't get along, that it'd stress me out." "I'm so sorry, Eleanor." I shake my head, my voice steady despite the ache. "It's not your fault, Sophia. Ben's been hurt since the divorce, Robert's affair, the lies, it messed him up. He blamed me, thought I pushed his dad away. I let him, hoping he'd come around." Sophia's eyes narrow. "That's not fair. You gave me everything, my career, my life. He should have told me." She pauses, glancing at Ben, who's watching us, his expression unreadable. "I want you to give a toast," she says suddenly, her voice firm. "You deserve to be heard." My breath catches me, speaking at the wedding Ben tried to keep me from. "Are you sure?" I ask. She nods, fierce. "Your family now. Let's show them." The reception moves fast, dinner served, toasts from Sophia's father and Ben's best man. I clutch my purse, the folder inside my anchor, as Sophia signals the MC. We have a special guest, she announces, her voice carrying over the clinking glasses. Elena Rossi, my benefactor and Ben's mother, Eleanor Matthews. Gasps ripple through the room, heads turning, Robert's face paling at his table. I stand, my legs steady, and take the mic, my heart racing but my voice clear. I'm Eleanor Matthews, I say, and to some, Elena Rossi, who funded Sophia's dreams. I'm here as Ben's mom, because love doesn't exclude. Sophia, you're a gift to our family, and I'm proud to call you my daughter. I raise my glass, the room erupting in cheers, Lisa clapping loudest, tears in her eyes. Ben approaches after, his face red, his eyes conflicted. Mom, he says, his voice low, I was wrong. I thought keeping you out would make things easier, but I hurt you. I'm sorry. Tears prick my eyes, but I hug him, his tucks warm against me. I just wanted to be here, Ben. I love you. Sophia joins us, her hand on his arm. She's a VIP now, she says, smiling. We dance later, Ben and I swaying to Sweet Caroline, our song, his smile soft like when he was a boy. Robert watches from the back, small and irrelevant. Sophia's backstory, her loss, her grit mirrors my own, and tonight, we've claimed our place. I'm Eleanor Matthews, a force, and nobody keeps me from my son's life again.